Hey, so I just went to watch the movie with George Clooney and Julia Roberts. I just have some thoughts about it. I don't know. I don't know why. Like, at this point in my life, I'm like constantly surrounded by like really expensive weddings, and like ever since I moved on my own, like everyone is so hyper concerned with like my relationships, but like I don't have any. You know what I mean? And like all of these things that have to do with like my womanhood or like motherhood or something, but like it isn't going well. Like for me, it isn't going well at all. And like I just want to like I'm gonna be here and be like really honest. Like it's not for all of us. Like it's I'm so sorry. Like I don't mean to like sit here and be like over emotional about it, but I'm so serious. Like I wish on in a very serious way. Like I really wish someone would have told me when I was younger, like that is not gonna be your life. Like that is not for you. Like please don't try to like walk down that path or like invest in those things, because like those things are not for you, Olivia. And I just really wish on everything that I love and care about, I wish someone would have like told me that, because it's incredible. Like it really touches my heart to like see some women get the dream and get these really healthy relationships and have these like wonderful families. Like that really does make me happy when people have it, but I just don't think that that is realistic for Black women. And I have to be honest, and this is why I continue to try to show you guys something else, because it's just not the reality, like, for us. I mean, it doesn't mean that your life has to be miserable, but I mean, just don't set yourself up for failure. Just don't set yourself up for failure. I mean, you just have to look at the numbers, you have to look at the stats, you have to look at the way, if someone doesn't love you in the way that you deserve to be loved, it is better to not have anything with them at all. And I'm serious. Like, if your family doesn't love you in the way that a loving family should, you should cut them off, because that family for you is meaningless. It's pointless. They're actually not contributing anything good to your life. Simply calling them family members is like actually not helping you. Just walking around being in a relationship with someone who's an awful partner, who's an abuser, who just doesn't care for you or can't provide for you, like that isn't love. I mean, even if you are actually religious, like that's not what God wants for you. Be serious. I really do think that it's serious, and I think that like this isn't really a story for men, but I just feel so bad for the Black American community. It's really sad. Like I feel like there will be a few people who make something of themselves, but I feel like for the most part, people won't. And I just don't want to see any more children born into it. Like I really hope that I hope that something happens in the Black American community where more people are just like sterilized, so that like we don't have to just have any more people like born into the destitution and the poverty and the like the false dreams and the like bullshit, because it is not a life worth living. Like it's already very hard to be something in society, but and maybe this is just the way that I was socialized in all of these ways. It's just like men start popping out of like the fucking sky. It's like you're just like walking down the street, you're minding your own business, and then someone starts stalking you, people start calling you, all your things get hacked, people start stealing from you, they're all making up stories, all the women are evil, like all the white men want you to die, the white supremacists, they come and attack you, like the black men start calling you all kinds of names. I mean, it's like literally a Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, it is so fucking unsafe. Like, no part of that is like a happy relationship, a fucking safe society. Like, watching the movie with George Clooney and Julia Roberts is not a reality that I live in at all. Like, this is so far from my reality that I can't even, like, it's like not even the same. Like, it's like a beautiful story. It's a really beautiful story, but it's just like so far from anything that's happening in my community that, like, I can't even, this is not reality for black women. And like, you cannot look at that story race blind. Like, first of all, there are no black people in the movie at all, because it isn't a black experience that anyone is living. Like, no one is living that experience. There just aren't any black American people who are living that experience. It's quite possible that there's people in Africa who are living that experience, but like, please, if you're a black woman, a black girl who's like watching movies like that, that isn't how our life goes. It's like, that is a fictional movie. It isn't based in reality for us. It's a very kind story for someone else. It's a very nice story for someone else, but it's just not a real story for us. And I'm sorry, like, it was actually a really nice movie and a really nice story. I'm just saying, like, God, it made me so sad, because it just was like a reminder of like how far I am from like American womanhood. It's like, this is why, like, I do think it's really important to have conversations about like what is a woman and like all of these things, because like you come to a place in like adult womanhood where you like really realize, like, unfortunately, and I keep saying this, like, unfortunately, like, you are a woman, but it just doesn't have the same meaning. Like, it doesn't mean the same thing. Like, no one actually like looks at you like a human being. Like, no one cares about your children. Like, nobody cares about your life. And it just, like, that's just the reality of it. And like, people on the internet can say whatever they want to say about everything has changed, everything's so different, and they can make all these weird ass movies about whatever people think society is, but most of you just don't live in the real world, so you have no fucking idea. You have no idea. Like, for many people in white America, like, that movie will mean a lot, because there are actually there are men who, like, they just want to be alive, and they want to like have full lives, and they want families, and they want marriage, but that's not how niggers are. Like, they don't feel that way, and I don't think that you should, I don't know, I just, all lives are not worth living. That's what I'm saying. And I think that if you find something that some passion or interest that is good, that is pleasant, that is real, I think you should stick with that. And you should go down that path. That is my pragmatic, advice to you, but I definitely do not think that you should try to find that meaning in a man or in marriage, because for black women, that isn't real. And for me, this movie was a slap in the face reminder of that. even though the movie was a lovely movie, like all of the characters were great. It was wonderful. It was a great movie. Just very far from my life or anything that I have experienced or even potentially will ever experience. And yeah, I just had to like, I just wanted to come on and say that and just kind of give you guys my honest opinion of what I saw and not some like sugar-coated version of it, because yeah.